Hi, it's been a while since my last video. If you're new here, hi, my name is Anu and I'm from Finland. And I make videos about hiking, travel, nature and just stories that come from those experiences. Life has been a little busy lately, and so it's actually been a couple months since I last uploaded a video. But today I thought that I would take you with me for a walk, talk a little bit about what's been going on, what I've been working on behind the scenes, and the types of videos that I'm planning to do this summer. So I've been working full-time as a nurse, like I have for a long time now, and I actually got accepted to do some advanced studies that I will start in the fall. And my husband, who lives in America still, we have been apart for almost 6 months now. Last time I saw him was December when he came here, but there is good things in the horizon. But I kind of ended up putting YouTube on a bit of a backseat. But now I have lots of video ideas and plans, and I'm going to tell you more about them. So first, I'd like to talk about the Appalachian Trail documentary series that I'm working on, that I've mentioned in the past, and I'm still working on it. Like, it's emotionally a very important project for me, and I really want to give it the justice that I think it deserves. So the Endless Horizons documentary is still definitely in the works, and actually while I was working on it I kind of realized something. So when I was hiking the Appalachian Trail, no matter how much I would have wanted to plan the whole trail in advance, it would have been so nice for my brain to know exactly where I'm gonna stop each day, how long mileage days I would do, but it's such a big trail that it's impossible to plan like that. Or, well, you can plan, but it's not gonna happen like that. But instead, the journey sort of reveals itself as you walk. And I have kind of noticed the same thing about this documentary, actually, that for my brain it would be nice that I would be able to plan the whole thing in advance before actually starting to make it. But I have realized that it is such a big project that it's almost impossible to do that. So instead I'm hoping that the documentary will kind of reveal itself more as I'm working on it. And then there is something exciting happening very soon. So my husband Josh is coming here. So I have a whole month of summer holiday from my work, and he will be able to come and visit for the whole month. And I'm very excited about that. Like I mentioned, we haven't seen each other for almost 6 months. It's actually surprisingly tiring to miss someone. Like, I don't really know how to explain it, but anyway, if you're in a long distance relationship or in other similar situation, you probably know what I'm talking about. But so he's coming here for a month, and we have some exciting travels and things planned. So there will definitely be some travel types of videos coming, and actually those are the next videos that I'm planning to make. And we have also some hiking planned. So Josh has never hiked in Finland, and I would like to show him some of our trails. There is so many really amazing nice trails that I have personally done that I would like to show him, but also trails that I have not done myself yet, but that are kind of on my bucket list. So we'll see. We'll see what we end up doing. To summarize, the videos that you can expect from this channel this summer and coming fall are definitely some of the hiking and traveling and adventure type videos. And then my Endless Horizons documentary series, which is basically what I learned and how I changed and what it was like to hike the Appalachian Trail. But I'm gonna sort of tell it almost like with the wisdom of hindsight. And whoa, Whoa. I scared a huge bird, and the bird scared me. Wow, okay. Heart rate going down. So right after the trail, I was too close to it to kind of even understand in how many different ways hiking the trail taught me new things about me and the world, and how it changed me and how it has continued to change me. So I'm hoping to make justice to the story by both telling what happened while it was happening, but also with the wisdom of hindsight. And then other videos that I have planned are also kind of hiking and outdoors related. Like I have this idea of this series that would be kind of like campfire stories, and each episode would be a cool story or funny story or a sad story or just a story, in my opinion, worth telling that happened on a hike. And to be honest, I have a lot more ideas too. But before all that, next weekend, my summer holiday starts on Friday, and straight away I'm gonna go for a weekend to attend Jukola, which, if you don't know, it's this huge orienteering event competition, and I've been going there. I believe this is my 9th time. It's just a really sort of important, fun summer event that I try to go to every year. So that's coming up next weekend. I might show you a couple clips to what it looks like. Yeah, and then after Jukola, Josh is finally coming here. So to conclude it all, there's lots of fun things and adventures coming up, and I'm planning to take you with me on as many of them as I can. And yeah, I'm excited to make videos again, and I just want to say thank you to all of you who have been here for however long. Some of you have been here from pretty much the beginning. So thank you for sticking around, and I hope we'll get up to some fun things in the future. Here's a recap of my Jukola weekend. In case if you don't know what orienteering is, it's a sporting event where you have to find certain points, known as controls, in the woods as fast as you can and in the correct order, using only a map and a compass. And Jukola is an orienteering relay race held annually in Finland, and it is the biggest orienteering relay event in the world. So we got to the event place and we immediately went to set up our tents and kind of our camp, and pretty much as soon as we got the tent set up, it started to rain, and it rained for the rest of the day. But nevertheless, we put some rain gear on and went to explore. Obviously we wanted to get acquainted with the race center, and we wanted to get some food, so we got some yummy food, and we also did some shopping. There are several big tents where you can buy, well, orienteering gear and just sporting gear and Jukola specific gear. And I did make some sweet finds. And this is just before I left to the woods to do my own leg. I was doing the 4th leg in the Venla relay, and it was muddy and wet. And this is me after the relay. I'm quite pink, as you can see. It took me over 2 hours and over 10 kilometers of running in the woods and in the swamps and on the rocks, and yeah, it was pretty tough, but I did find all my controls, and my whole team got a qualified result, so yay, go team. And then it was time to go to sauna and have some more food, and after that we ended up watching some of the race from the big screens at the competition center until pretty much midnight. by the morning it was not raining anymore, and we went to look for breakfast, and we found some oatmeal with some extras and coffee, of course. And after that we did a bit more shopping, and then we finished watching the rest of the race and hopped on the bus and drove back home. And that was pretty much a short recap of how the Jukola weekend went.